This is a Star Wars Lego MOC, the Battle of Endor, that I built actually a couple years ago in 3 stud scale. So this MOC consists of four 48 by 48 base plates, and I put them each base plate on a little turntable here to kind of show what it looks like. As you can see here, this is the Imperial landing platform that you see in Return of the Jedi. So the entire MOC is built in what's called 3 stud scale. So a person is represented in 3 studs. And here you can see at the top of the landing platform the Imperial shuttle. You can see the two Emperor's Royal Guards, the Emperor himself, and then Vader, and then two stormtroopers there. So you get a feel for what that scale looks like. Um, and then at the bottom here, you can see, tried to obviously incorporate some trees to give you a sense of, being in Endor. You can see the AT-AT, the Imperial Walker, the landing platform, the AT-ST, and then a few of the speeder bikes. Endor Plate 2, this is arguably the most boring one. This is kind of a transition plate getting out of the Imperial platform. Again, lots of trees here trying to give the depiction of a forest. We can see one ATST that's walking to the bunker with some stormtroopers around it. As well, in the back, you can see two more of those speeder bikes that are in pursuit and trying to get to the bunker themselves. Endor Plate 3, this is the actual bunker, and there's a lot more going on here. Numerous ATSTs in this particular one, lots of stormtroopers, lots of speeder bikes, all converging on the bunker where the main battle takes place. And you can see again lots of trees, different styles that I tried to incorporate to kind of give that sense of a forest, the sense of scale. The bunker, you can see there in the far corner, as it rotates around, has Chewbacca, C-3PO, again, kind of the standard rebel troops there as they're trying to work their way in to disable the shield. And then the various ATSTs that are coming in and surrounding that bunker. One of the ones that I really like here coming up shortly is the poor ATST that got trapped between the two trees here. So that one's obviously disabled and flames pouring out, which I think was pretty cool and a great memory for me in Return of the Jedi. And then the fourth plate, this is meant to be the Ewok village. Again, in 3 stud scale, it probably could be bigger, but I think it gets across the point fairly well. In the back there, you can see that I built a little bit of like a mountain, or some rock work with a stream and some water coming down. And then the actual village itself consists of numerous platforms around a variety of different large trees that I built, kind of thinking of them as, I don't know, the equivalent of sequoias, I guess, in the Star Wars universe. I used a lot of tread pieces to build, kind of those walkways that exist in Return of the Jedi between the different platforms. And then on occasion, you'll see some of the kind of rope work. You can see it's all, fenced off a bit so that we don't have Ewoks plunging to their death. And then, a big ladder there for people to get up into the environment. I also included here at the bottom that staircase that kind of goes up. You'll get a better view of it here. Again, I can't recall if that was actually in the base, but I thought it was a nice addition. I thought it looked pretty cool in terms of a great way to think about how that base is leveraged, how they live, and how they get up and down on a regular basis. So pretty proud of this. I had a lot of fun building it, and I like the scale of the overall environment, because as you'll see here shortly, when I put all four of these base plates together, I think it really ties a pretty good view of how I remember Endor and Return of the Jedi, and kind of building that whole thing. So here you can see it all four platforms together. I start on the left with the Imperial landing platform. You see the AT there. Then we kind of scroll across. You can see the consistency in the stream that's going through all of the environment. Um, Unfortunately, from this video here, there's so much leaves and foliage and trees, it's kind of hard to get a view, which is why I did those four uh, different base plates and kind of gave you that surrounding view so you get a better feel for some of the detail that exists. Again, detail in a 3 stud scale MOC is a little bit challenging. You don't have minifigures, etc. But on the other side, I think you can actually get a lot more into the build and get that overall sense of kind of what's happening. And then I kind of close here with just a final view as to the pieces, or not the pieces, but the builds themselves. How I represented the minifigures, how I represented the speeder bikes, and the ATSTs. So pretty cool view. Had a great time building it. I've done a similar one for Hoth, which is also on this page if you want to have a look.